got 628. Well, good evening and welcome to the first ever Epworth virtual auction and fundraiser. So it's both those things. It is an auction. We're going to have a great auction tonight. We got a lot of wonderful things to auction off, but there are a lot of people that are choosing to give in different ways, and you'll have opportunities for that. And whether you purchase something tonight or not, just know that if you stay with us, I know you're going to get something out of this. You're going to learn, if nothing else, about one of the great, long-lasting traditions in ministry and Methodism and in the community here. Epworth celebrated this past year 130 years, and over those 130 years has gone through all kinds of changes and challenges, has endured and become more resilient, has adapted, has overcome, and continues to do that as well. This is an example of this. Usually we hold this in a place like the Holthus Center. We have a meal and some entertainment and a lot of fellowship time, and that wasn't possible. We thought about not having it, but then we thought our people want to be a part of this. They want to support Epworth, and we have appreciated very much the way that you have all come through. Our goal this year is $25,000, and thanks to a lot of folks that have given ahead of time, including the Epworth Foundation helping us get started, and a lot of churches that have chipped in just beforehand, we're already past halfway. Where are we at, Margaret? 53%. At 53%. So I can't do that math. I'm going to make somebody else do that math, but it's over 12,000, 13,000, something like that, right? Okay, so yeah, so 13,000, yeah, 271. So if somebody was already willing to write the rest of that out, that $12,000 check, we'll be there and we'll have a good time, yeah, as well. Any time today in your bidding, or if you want to ask a question that isn't being answered tonight, make sure that you call in Mary Plock's number, 402-366-5714, and it'll be on your screen periodically if you have some issues. If you don't want to deal with all the technology and you want to give old school way, we are 130 years old, so we do understand old school at Epworth, so we'll be glad to do that. We call this at the heart of the matter because it gets down to what it's about, and Epworth is not about a place, it's about a people. We call it Epworth Village, but it's a village in the sense that it's not so much a place, it's a village in the way that the old African proverb is, that it takes a village to raise a child. You, by tuning in tonight, by clicking on, you're a part of that village, and we celebrate that tonight, and we're the ones that help make this happen. You're going to meet some people along the way, a couple board members that have headed up our auction tonight. You're going to meet some of the great staff, some of the people that you rarely get to see that are at the front lines of what's going on at Epworth, and they're going to tell you about what we're doing now and how things are different and what's special about Epworth. So we're going to get started here in a little bit, so I'm going to ask Jan Hauser and Stacy Brandenburg to come on up here. I want to introduce them real quick. They've done the lion's share of the work in this, and without their good efforts, we probably wouldn't be where we are tonight. So ladies, thank you for all your good work, and they want to do a few introductions and tell us a little bit more about what we need to know tonight. Ladies?
Thank you, Pastor Tony. Stacy and I would like to thank all the donors, whether you donated items or you donated monetary gifts. Without you and your help, the Heart of the Matter would not be so successful. And a big shout out to First Methodist Church and to Pastor Tony and to all his staff. And I guess our next person that we really want to shout out to is Clint Mickey. Great guy. I mean, he volunteered last year right after we finished Heart of the Matter, and he's from Aurora with Cornwell Realty. And Casey is also with him to assist him tonight. I couldn't ask for a better friend than Casey. He just put everything in order for us and kind of alleviated a lot of things for Stacy and I. So that really worked good. So I'm going to put a big plug in for Cornwell Auction. If you ever need them, they're the place to go. Last but not least, the employees of Epworth. Thank you ever so much for all the things that you did back and forth for Stacy and I. I think Mary probably got a little tired of listening to us sometimes, but it's well worth the effort. And also, we had an IT person, and her name is Tricia Boats, and she is from Bliss Lane, and she was outstanding in getting the word out to everybody and helping us to know what to do, since this was the first time we've ever done this. And I guess last but not least, my friend Stacy Brandenburg. This would not happen without Stacy kind of pushing the Epworth board and saying, you know, we can do this, we can make it happen. And I definitely am not an IT person. You all know me, and I'm not. So I really certainly appreciate Stacy.
So some things you need to know is that the online auction, which maybe you have that on a separate tablet and you have your live auction on another computer, but that will close at 6:45. So you need to get your bids in before 6:45, and I'll remind you again here in a few minutes. And then at the end of the auction, you'll go in and you can make payment with your Visa, or you can mail Epworth a check. And I think that's all you need to know.
So we've got how many more minutes till the live auction is done? That's done at 6:45. So make sure that when we start the live auction, I mean the silent auction stops then as well. So we're going to get started in just a moment, but we want to get started in the right way with prayer and ask for God's help in the midst of this, and give thanks to this, all that brings us together tonight, and we ask that God to bless it. Let us pray. Oh, Holy One, we give you thanks for all the blessings of this night. We thank you for the great ministry of Epworth, for those who started so long ago, out of their great heart for the most vulnerable of people, for children in great need, and that some had none. They had no one. And you were there, and through you, you worked in the hearts of people to make a place for children that maybe had no place and no one else. And Lord, that has continued to grow, to continue to meet the needs of families and children and youth for 130 years. We thank you for those that have helped us to come this far, and for your grace, which has never left us. And be with us now as we bring our hearts together and we share in this special night. And that what we give tonight and what we learn about is about a ministry that you have blessed, and you have placed great, gifted, and committed people. And Lord, we thank you for them, for all the volunteers and the board members, for those that give of themselves to the foundation work, for our staff, for their great commitment, for all our families that are served, and for the children and the youth who are up against so much in these difficult times, made worse by the virus, that we would not fall back, that we would step up, that we would give more of ourselves, that more might be done for people who need it so very much. We thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this great ministry, and we ask that you bless us in our time together. We thank you for those that have donated of themselves, their goods and their services and their time and their talent. And we ask this all in the precious name of Jesus. Amen. All right, we're going to get started here. Again, that when the live auction starts at 6:45, we're going to be ready to go with that. That means that our silent auction is done. So I hope that you get that. There are also going to be other ways to give along the way. So you're going to hear about that. You're going to hear about an opportunity to pledge. Some people just don't want to just give this one night or one time a year. They want to find ways to give throughout the year. So there will be a way to do that as well, to make pledges. This year we've got an opportunity for you to give in a very direct way towards the services, the needs of our staff when they go into the homes of our clients where the services are rendered and so forth. About the tablets. So the tablets that you're going to be bidding on are just a way of donating for a very specific, tangible gift there as well that will benefit the work of our volunteers, and it will make everything go smoother, and we're going to hear more about that as well. You're going to, again, meet some of our staff along the way. So, and I'm not, yeah, it looks like we're getting close to time here as well. So I think I want to introduce real quick. You guys want to come on up, and you want to share a little bit about what's on your heart and what you do? Or we want Katie first? Yeah, I'm kind of off here, guys, so sorry about that. But yeah, why don't we have Katie come on up here? Katie works in in-home family services, and we wanted you to meet Katie. You don't get a chance to see these folks as well, so we wanted you to see them as well. And we had some questions for them, these very spontaneous, unscripted questions that we have for you, Katie, that have not been prepared ahead of time as well, but because we did want you to know, so we do have some questions for you. So, Katie, if I can find them. Let's see here. I might have to ask you about those questions are. Yeah, those might be. But she works at, yeah, here we go. But what is it that the Epworth Village Family Support and In-Home Program, what does that do, Katie? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so our Epworth Village program, family support, is split into 3 different parts. We have supervised visitation, we have out-of-home services, and then we have in-home services. And there is a difference between them all, which is the next question.
Yes, yes. That next spontaneous question, what is the difference between the in-home and the out-of-home support?
Okay, the difference between in-home support and out-of-home support is that in-home, the children are still in the homes with their parents, and so it's more of a preventative action to keep the children in the home. And then out-of-home services is when the children are out of the home and in care, and we are working towards goals to help those parents get the children back into the home.
So what does a normal day work look like for a person doing that work then, Kate?
Well, my normal days start about at 8 o'clock a.m. and go until about 8 o'clock p.m. We are constantly on the go, on the run, driving from town to town, looking for resources for our families, gathering stuff, and just really out there and just trying to be available 24/7.
So more specifically, what do you do with them? What do you do with those families? Can you kind of help us understand when they've got a particular issue, what that looks like?
Yes, so a lot of our families struggle with mental health issues, homelessness, poverty, physical abuse, domestic violence. So really we're there to support them and help them find those resources that they need. So that could be connecting them with a counselor to help address those mental health issues. It could also be connecting them with housing, such as HUD. It really varies on what we do, and we try to really focus on the goals of what they need to accomplish and help them reach those goals through reaching out to the community. We also provide a lot of their intimate or immediate basic needs. So
what does that mean then, Katie? Because some of them have next to nothing, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I don't understand your question exactly.
So what are those immediate needs that they would
Oh,
have?
okay. So that would be, just like maybe shampoo and conditioner, soap, just Clorox wipes, mask even, hairbrushes, toothbrushes, just those type of things. Even baby wipes. Sometimes car seats. I've had to help families get some car seats and just setting up like transportation or finding a vehicle, and just so they have those basic needs so they can live without struggle. Well,
Yeah.
less struggle, I guess.
Yes, it's a continued struggle. Well, thank you, Katie. We're
Thank you.
grateful for the work that you do, and we ask that God continues to bless that. When, as you know, it's a very different day than it was when Epworth started. Epworth was an orphanage. We don't even use that word anymore. We don't have orphanages. What we do now, because we want for every child and youth to have family, we try to create situations in which there are families, and keeping kids in their families as much as that's possible. And we not have foster families, but all those situations to have healthy families that are equipped and they are trained to be able to parent well in this day and age where there is so much that children and youth and families are up against. It's a very different day. We no longer have on-site home services, resident services. We go out to the homes. It's a very different day, and it takes a different kind of staff. It takes a different kind of commitment and understanding. Still that same level of care, that same level of passion and love for families, for children and youth, and the willingness to do whatever it takes. And as Katie shared, some of these families have nothing. Some of them start out homeless. And so being able to help them from that place to get what they need to have a healthy family life together in this day and age, it takes help. It takes a lot of resources. It takes committed people who are willing to work long hours and go sometimes travel a great deal. So people like Katie and others that you're going to meet, more about that as well. You're going to hear about the other parts of the work that we do at Epworth as well, and the people that do it as well. But I think we're just about ready. But I want to encourage you again to think about those of you who maybe not interested in being a part of an auction. There aren't any items that you want to bid on. Well, we got some great ones there. You just want to support the ministry. We'd encourage you to do that, to call us or write in and make an annual pledge. A lot of our folks do exactly that, and they do it at this time of year, and it is a great big help. Thank you all that do that as well. So I think, though, are we about ready to start auctionizing? Is that a word, guys? Is that a word, Clint? Wait, I invented a new word today. All right, it was a fruitful day then as well. So come on up then, Clint. I think we're ready to start on this first auction then, and anything else that you want to share with us. So Clint Mickey is our auctioneer, and he's being supported here by Casey as well. And again, they're doing this service to us on behalf of Epworth and their friendship with Jan Hauser. Yes. I don't know, did you want me to admit that you're friends with Jan? Or said, okay, yeah. So Clint, welcome, and thank you to you and Casey.
All right. And everybody, there we go. Thank you, Pastor Tony there. And we'll go ahead, folks, and we'll start. We'll go through the items here. I'll give a brief description, and we'll sell approximately 3 or 4 items. And then we will have a break, and then there will be another part of the program or video that will take place. So we'll try to we'll try to go slow here, so everybody, we don't miss a bid. And this is kind of new territory, new uncharted waters, but we'll get through it. So the first item up here by Mrs. Boyd here is this, it's a quilt that's made of 50 different replicated patterns from the 1800s until now. It measures approximately 84 inches by 96 inches, and Jan and These young ladies have it. Oop, oop, oop. 84 inches by 96 inches, and is took over 200 plus hours to put together here. And it's by Mrs. Bloyd of Plattsmouth, Nebraska, an inspiration of God and the guidance of the Holy Spirit. So, all right there. So we're going to start the auction, folks, on the beautiful quilt. This is made by Jan's sister, and over 200 plus hours, and a beautiful, beautiful piece there. Hope you can all see it, and it's quite the piece there, folks. So, all right there. $40 and $40 now, $50 and $50 been $40 now, $50 on $50 on the beautiful quilt here, $50, $60 and $50 now, $60 and $60 been $50, $60 been $50, $60 and $50, $60, $50, $60 and $50 now, $60, $50, $60 and $50, $60 now, $50, $60 on the good little quilt here, $50, $60 and $50, $60, $50, $60 and $50 now, $60, $60 and $50 now, $60, $60, $60 and $50, $60 and $50 now, $60, $60 been $60, $60 and $50, $60, $60 and $60, $60 and $60 been $60, $60 and $60 been $60, $60 been $60, $60 and $60 been $60, $60 and $60. A lot of time and love put into this quilt here, folks. $50, $60 and $50 bid $60, $60 bid $60, $60 and $60 bid $60, $60 and $50 down $60, $60, $50, $60, $50, $60 bid $50, $60. All in, all done, $50, $60. Sold it on the internet, $50. Did you get 60? Okay. All right. Casey, you got her covered. Okay. All right. There we go. Is that? So we got 60. Is it closed then? $60. Okay. Sold the quilt for $60 on the. Okay. Apple pie. So this would be lot number 2, folks, an apple pie by the Raymond Pie Makers. Raymond United Methodist Church. This is a 9-inch apple pie, a 6-inch apple pie, an I Love Pie wooden sign, a Dairy Queen gift card, apple pillow, a coffee mug, apple crisp candle, apple cutting board, hot pads, pie homemade by the Raymond Pie Makers.
If you're on the bidding page, you got to go on the bidding page and click your bids on that page. Go where it says silent, no, says live auction. Click live auction, click here
To bid.
to bid.
Okay. And if anybody's having trouble, Mary's number was given, and we'll try to help you out. So. 402-366-5714 if you're having trouble with bidding, folks. We don't want you to miss out on any of these items that have been donated. Okay. All right, so we have the apple pie. It's lot number 2, containing a 9-inch, a 6-inch apple pie, and all the apple pie kind of accommodations there with a Dairy Queen gift certificate, folks, and right there. So on the apple pie. And right there, and $45, and $45, $55, and $45, now $55 bid, $55, and $45's bid, $55, and $55 bid, $55, and $55 bid, $55 on all the apple pie to go, and $55, and $55, $65, and $65 bid, $65, $65, and $55, $65 bid, $55, $65, and $55, $65 bid, $65, $65, $55's bid, $65, and $65 bid, $65, $65. $55, $65, and $65 bid, $65, $65, $65, and $65 bid, $65. All the apple pies and all the fixins, folks, and $65, and $55, $65, and $55, $65, $65, and $55, $65 bid, $55, $65, $55, $65, sold it, $55. All right there, folks. We'll have one more item, then we'll have a break and some more part of the program here, folks. So, proud to be an American. It's this flag up here. I don't know if they can see it. It's right up front here, folks. It's this American flag. It's made of solid pine wood. It's beautifully stained and carved to look like it's blown in the wind. It measures 37 inches by 18.5. and is approximately 1.5 inches thick. It's a high-quality piece of art and is ready to hang in indoors or outdoors. A beautiful, beautiful piece there of America there, folks. So on the good wooden flag, and right there, and $60, $70, and $60 bid 70, and $70 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 flag it in, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80, and $70, $80, and $70 bid 80, $80 bid $70 bid 80, $80, $70, $80 bid 70, $70 bid 80, $80 bid $70, $80 bid 70, $80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80, and $70, $80 bid $70 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80, $70, $80, and $70 bid 80, $80 on a beautiful piece right here, folks. A solid pine piece of wood. Can hang indoor, outdoor, and a lot of detail there, folks. And $70, $80, $80 on a good American flag. $80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80, $80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid $80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80, $70, $80, and $70 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $70, $80, $70 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80, sold at $70. Right.
Thanks, Clint. Yeah. Thank you, Clint. Yeah, we've got a lot more items to get to as well. We'll get to those in just a moment. But one of our goals about tonight, too, because we had an opportunity to do it in a different way, to have you meet some of the folks that make Epworth such a special place. And we never really get to see them working hands-on and therefore get to see the way that they make a difference in people's lives. So we wanted you to see a little bit of that or hear from those folks as well. And one of the most important parts of what Epworth does is the foster care services. And we have got for us, Catherine's coming up, I think, to head that. Yeah, come on up and tell us about foster care and what Epworth is doing and what makes that challenging and unique and very special. Catherine, welcome.
Hello, I'm Catherine Higgins. I am the Foster Care Program Director here at Epworth. The foster care program, it is unique, and it is nice that the theme is it takes a village, because it does take a village to have a foster care program and to have foster care children. One of the things that we do is we have traditional foster care parents, and those are individuals that go through training to be a foster care. But one of the other things that we have that's so unique is we have relative foster care parents. Those are people that are grandparents, aunts, uncles, coaches, neighbors. Those are people that you wouldn't think are foster care foster care parents, and they are. And they're amazing. They take in those children that are support systems. And they're so important because it does take a village to raise a child. One of the things that you're going to see on the auction are tablets. That is super important to us because we are on the go all the time, like Katie said. These tablets, just like this, will help us and the staff of in-home and foster care help our families with training and be more up to date with getting that paperwork done, help our parents do those intakes, get everything done with their training, with getting medical to them, with doing everything that they need in a more concise manner. With in-home, it will allow those visits to be done with taking notes and it just be more thorough. These tablets are going to be just the best thing for our program. So I ask that you bid and allow those tablets to allow our program to move to the next century for us. It takes a village, and we need you to help us with that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine. So, as she shared about the tablets, it's a little bit different part. You're not getting a tablet. What you are is providing a tablet for one of our service workers that can go in the home. It will aid with consistency and documentation and making that faster and more clear. It's also used in training families. You think about the needs that family have today. So assessing what those needs are, and families are up against so very much right now. Every youth, every child has their own issues. Every family dynamic is sometimes a little bit different, and all have their own challenges. So giving them the best tools is going to help them tremendously. So what we're asking you to do is just make a bid. If you could take care of one of those. If you could give $500 to do that, that would provide one tablet for one worker to take with them that would help their work immensely and the greater work of Epworth and enable them to do more effectively, helping more people as well. So if you want to do that, go ahead and put the bid down. I don't know, how long are we going to take to do that? Do we have a set time for this one? Did we say any time, Stacy, for doing the tablets as well? Can they put a bid on that at any time? I guess is my question. There's okay, so multiple times during that you can do this, and this is one of those times right now. So if you want to give to a specific, tangible kind of gift that's going to make a tremendous amount of difference right away, this is that way to do that as well. So encourage you to go ahead and do that. Clint, is there anything that you said at this time? Catherine, you got anything more to say about that?
I don't. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for this. You know, we appreciate you so much. My staff at Epworth, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for your good work. All right,
All
Clint.
right, Pastor Tony, the only thing is everybody's trying to look at you and me because we're so good looking.
Yeah.
But when we're bidding on the live auction, they need to scroll down so you can hit the bid button.
All right.
So
Say that. So Clint's saying when you're bidding, you need to look at go ahead and share.
Yep. If you guys at home there, if you're watching the live feed, when we start the live auction items, if you could scroll down to the bottom of your screen there, then there would be a button there you can click to bid on, just so everybody's clear on that. If you could not see that, so you'll have to take us off the live feed, and you won't be able to see the live feed during when you're bidding on an item. But that might help for these further items. So we appreciate Catherine and your explanation here, folks. This lot number 4, item number 4, will be the purchase of a tablet that Catherine just got done explaining. The tablet is for the Epworth Village and for the programs for the ladies on the road and whatnot. So the auction item is being donated to purchase a tablet at Epworth's Village Foster Care and in-home family service programs. Your winning bid amount will be used to purchase a tablet that can be used by our foster care specialists and family support specialists when they're working with families. The tablet will be used for training foster families, helping clients search for employment, and resources their family needs, and creating a more organized documentation system for paperwork, especially for forms that need signatures. The tablet will be easier to transport, more functional, and more up-to-date than old laptops that are currently being used at the programs. The Epworth Village Foundation has pledged a grand total of $3,000 towards the purchase of 12 tablets, which comes to $250 each. That has already been donated to help us reach our goal. So all proceeds for these, lot number 4, and there will be more opportunities throughout the auction tonight to pledge the money, but they will go towards the tablets for Epworth Village employees to use. So please bid generously there, folks, to help raise some money for the tablets so the workers can effectively reach out to these families. So we'll be on lot number 4 here, folks, and it's basically the funds put forth to purchase tablets for the Epworth Village. So, all right, there on the Epworth Village tablets there, folks, $30 and $40 and $30, $40 and $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40 and $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40 and $40 and $30, 40 and $30 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 40, 40. Can you hit it? $40 and $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, 50 and $50, $50 bit 50 and $50 bit 50, $50 bit 50, $50 bit 50, $50 bit 50, $50. Folks, just bid generously here because all funds raised will help buy all and support all the 12 new tablets here. $40, $50 and $40 bit 50, $50 bit 40, $50 bit 50, $50 bit 40, 50 and $40, $50, 40, 50 and 50, 60 and $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $60 and $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $60. 55 before I go, and $55 bit 55, $55 and $55 bit 55, $55 bit 55, $55 and $55 on the tablet, $55 bit 55, 55, 60 and $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60, $55, $60 and $55, $60 and $55, $60, $55, $60 and $55, $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60. All in, all done, $55, $60 and $55, $60, 55, 60, $55, $60 and $60. All proceeds go to the purchase of the tablets, folks, and $55, $60, $60 bit 55, 60. 60 before I go, $60 bit 60, $60 bit 60. Sold it, $55. All right, folks, we'll be on lot number 5. It'd be All Things Nebraska. It is right up here. All Things Nebraska. All right there, All Things Nebraska. Gift basket item shaped as Nebraska. All items made from Nebraska. Bison, Nebraska raised bison, Nebraska raised popcorn, Dorothy Lynch dressing, Misty seasoning, and more in there, folks. So nice basket here. Compliments of Nebraska and came from donated from Daryl Hauser, Lee's Lawn Maintenance. So all right there. Number 5, All Things Nebraska, and $30, and $30 bit 40, and $40 bit 30, 40, All Things Nebraska, $40, and $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40, and $30, $40, and $30 bit 40, $40 bit $30, 5, 35, and $35 bit 35, 5, 35 bit 35, 5, 35, 35 bit 35, 5, 35 bit 35. $35 and $35 bit 35, 35 and 35, 40 and $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40 and 35, $40, 35, $40 bit 40, $40 bit 40, $40. All Things Nebraska basket more, 45 and $45 bit 45, 45, $45 bit 45, $45 bit 45, $45 and 45, $45 bit 45, $45, 45 and $45 bit 45, $45 bit 45, $45. All in, $45. All things Nebraska basket and more, folks. And $40.5, and $40.5, 5, 45, for I go. 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. Sold it. Oh, 45. Nope. I said I sold them higher than that. 45, $50, and 45, $50, and 45, $50, 45, 50, and 45, $50, 45, 50, $50. Stay in there, folks. And 45, $50, and 45, $50, $50, 45, 50, $50, and $50 bid 50, $50 bid 50, $50 bid 50, $50, 50, $50, and 45's bid $50 to buy, 55, $50 bid $50, $50, and $50 bid $50 bid 50, $50, 45, $50, and 45 bid 50, $50 bid 45, 50, 45, $50, 45, 50, 50, sold it, 45. Sold at $45. Thank you, folks. All right, folks. Again, we have another tablet to be purchased for Epworth Village. And like we said before, folks, all the proceeds for the money off the auction price will go towards purchasing the tablet for the Epworth Village employees. So please bid generously here, folks. So it's at lot number 6 there, purchase of a tablet for Epworth Village programs. All right there, so $20 and $30 and $20 bid 30 and $30 bid 20, $30 and $30 bid 30, 30, 40 and $40 bid 40, $40 bid 40, $40 bid 40, $40 and $40 bid 40, $40 bid 40, $40 bid 40, $40 and $30, $40 and $30 bid 40, $30 bid 40, $40 and $30, $40 and $30 bid 40, $40 bid $30, 40, $40 and $30, $40 and $30 bid 40, $40 bid 40, $40 bid 40, 50 and $50, 50, $50 bid 50, $50 bid 50, 50 and $50 bid 50, $50 bid 50, $50 bid 50, $50, 45, folks, and $45 and $45 bid 45, 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 $45. 45 and 45 bid 45, 45, 45 bid 40, 55 and 55 bid 55, $55 and 55 bid 55, $55, 60 and $60 and $60 bid 60, $60 bid 60 bid 60 and $60 and $60 bid 60, $60 bid 60. $70 and $60 bid 70, $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70 and $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70 and $70 and $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70 and $70 and $60, 65, $70 and 65, $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70, $70, 65, $70 and 65, $70 bid 65, 70. $75, $80 and $75, $80 and $75 now, $80, $80 bid 75, $80 and $75 bid 80, $80, $75, $80 and $75, $80 bid 75, $80, $80 and $75, $80, $75, $80, $80, $75, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80. $75, $80 and $75, $80, all in, all done, $75, $80, $75, $80. $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, sold at 75. Folks, we'll be on to lot number 7 here, and it's your homemade doll clothes and made by Sandy Chase here, folks. This is your homemade handmade doll clothes and clothes trunk. This is an 18-inch doll that's ready for fun. She comes with 9 homemade outfits and clothes trunk to store them in. These outfits are very high quality. The most include matching handmade bows and shoes, ivory wedding dress with ivory shoes and teal bow. Outfit doll is wearing blue onesie pajamas with blue slippers, light blue pajama top and bottoms with light blue slippers and matching nightgown, white star top with black pants, black boots, and matching bow. floral top with blue pants, blue shoes, and matching lavender jacket, striped top with blue pants and matching shoes and bow, green and white top with matching green and white bottoms, and a handkerchief. Head wrap, red and white dress with matching red shoes and red bow, red and blue dress with matching red and blue shoes and blue bow. Handmade by Sandy Chase, who kindly donates them for us every other year. So look at that. Good job, Vanna White. And look at that. High quality and a lot of time and stuff put in there. Donated every other year there. So jump on a board. So right up to $1,000 and more, folks. So all the donations kindly accepted, and we appreciate Sandy for donating that and all her time spent on that. So a neat deal here on the homemade, on the doll and the homemade outfits and more, folks. So right there, and $20, and $20 but 30, and $20 but 30, $30 but $20, 30, and $20 but 30. You're doing good. $20, 30, and $20 but 30, $30 but 40, and $40 but 40, $40 but 40, $40, and $40 but 40, $40 but 40, $40 but 40, $40, and $30, $40, and $30 but 40, $40 but 40, $40 but 40, and $40, and $40 but 40, $40 but 40. Handmade doll clothes and more there, folks. Right there, buy it for the daughters, the granddaughters, or anybody that likes to play with dress up and more. And 30, 40, 50, and $50 but 60, and $60 but 60, $60 but 60, $60, $50, $60, and $50 but 60, $60, and $50, $60, and $60 but 60, $60 but 60, $60 but 60, and $60, and $50 but 60, $60 but 60, $50, 60, and $50, $60, and $50 but 60, $60, 50, 60. $50, 60, and $50 but 60, $60, 50, 60, and $50 but 60, $60, and $50 but 60, $60, $50, 60, 55 before I go, $55, and $55 but 55, $55 but 55, $55, and $55 but 55, $55, folks, and $55 but 55, 55, a lot of time, a lot of craft here, folks. $55 before I go, 55, 60, and 55, $60, and 55 now 60, $60, and 55, 60, and $60 but 60, $60 but 60, $60. I don't want to miss anybody, $60. A rare opportunity here every other year. Sandy donates this, the doll and the clothes. $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $55, $60 but 55, $60, and $55, $60, 55, 60. 55, 60, sold it, $55.
There's a few more people there that you might not have met before that are doing great work out in, as we say, the mission field, the place where they are needed most, where families, children, youth are at risk, and they are getting the help they need, the help that they actually do need, and that is helpful in making healthy families and creating situations where we didn't have before, where children and youth have opportunities that maybe they didn't have a long time ago. Things are very different than they were 130 years ago, but we're still reaping some of the benefit of ministry done a long time ago. This year we had a request. We had a man that was dying, made a request that he be buried up at the plot that Epworth has at our cemetery here in York. See, he only had one member of his family, his brother, and they had been raised at Epworth many years ago. It was the only family and the only sense of place that he ever had. And so there was a sign, so we made that happen. Just one of the ways in which something in the past touches us today and continues on throughout. That's what Epworth does. The investment that we put in children and youth and families today yields positive results in the future. It always has. So never think that what you give or what you share doesn't make a difference, because we see it all the time, every day, and we continue to do so despite challenges and the changes that are happened that have forced Epworth to adapt and to overcome. And we've done that, and we'll continue to do that. There's some exciting changes that are going to be on the horizon due to just the way that things are different today. And we want to continue to be relevant and responsible and attentive to those changes, and will do, and your gifts do help with that. All right, I think it's time to sell some more stuff here, Clint. Right? Ready to do so? So feel free to call people. Getting some great bargains here. So call your friends, bid these things up. It's for a great cause, and you can get some good deals. And thank you.
All right, folks, we'll be on item number 8 here is the certified Piedmontese Real Nebraska beef basket here, folks. Donated by Alcohol and Drug Solutions. Free shipping anywhere in the 50 U.S. states. 2 8-ounce filet mignons, 2 14-ounce boneless ribeye steaks, 2 10-ounce New York strips, 2 8-ounce sirloin fillets, 1 36-ounce tomahawk ribeye steak, and 4 16-ounce 8 and 85% lean ground beef packages. Raised without added hormones, antibiotics, or animal byproducts. Certified Piedmontese is a premium Italian bread of lean and tender gourmet beef raised in the heartland. Certified Piedmontese cuts are especially tender with less fat and fewer calories than traditional beef, but all the flavor and tenderness. It is the best of both worlds there, folks. So good beef basket here, folks. Certified Piedmontese Real Nebraska beef basket, folks. And right there on the lot number 8, item number 8, and 160, and 250, and 60, and 250, 60, and 250, $60, and $250 now 60, and 250 down but 60, and 260, and 260 down on the Piedmontese beef basket, and 260, and 260 down but 250, 60, and 250, $60, and 260 down but 260, 260 down but 260. Free shipping anywhere in the 50 states in the U.S., folks. 250, 260, and 260 down but 260, and 260 down but 260, and 260 down but 260, $260, and 260, 260 down but 260, 260 down but 260, and 260 down but 260, $260, and 260, and $260, 255 before we go, and $255, and 255, 255, and 255, 255, and 255 down but 255, 255, and 255 down to 255. Steaks, ground beef, and more there, folks. 255 and 255 down to 255. 255. Sold it $250 there, folks. All right, folks, we got lot number 9 here, and item number 9 will be your purchase of your tablet for the Epworth Village programs. Once again, folks, these are for the employees of Epworth Village, for the families to take along with them for training purposes, more functional than the older laptops that are being used. And like I said, the Epworth Village Foundation has pledged $3,000 towards these, the purchase of 12 tablets, and which comes to $250 each. So please help them in reaching their goals to have the tablets so the employees can take them along and train the families a little more efficiently and with more ease. So, all right there, folks, $35, $40, and $40.05, and $40.05, $45, $45, $45, and $45, $45, and $40 bid, $45, and $45, $45, $45, and $45, $45, $45, and $45, $45, $45, $50, and $45, $50, and $45, $50, $45, $50, $50, and $45, $50, $50, $50, $5, and $55, $60, and $60, $60, $60, $60, $60, $60, $60, $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $55, $60, $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $60, $5, and $65, $65, $65, and $65, $65, and $65, $65, $65, and $65, $65, and $65, $65, $65, and $65, $65. All proceeds help to go towards the $250 expense of the 12 tablets, folks, and $65, and $65, $65, $65, and $65, $65, $65, and $65, $65, $65, sold at $60. Folks, we're beyond to lot 10 here is the basket of fair good trade goods here, and it's donated by Columbus First United Methodist Women here, folks. Item number 10, basket fair trade goods, crafted by Dick Brewer, set of ceramic measuring cups, organic baking cocoa, 2 packages of natural pecans, 1 bar of organic very dark chocolate, 1 bar of organic orange chocolate, 1 bar of organic caramel crunch milk chocolate, 1 bar of organic caramel crunch dark chocolate, organic hot chocolate, organic Ryobi's tea, organic mint green tea, organic chair tea, ground coffee, organic whole bean coffee, organic decaf coffee. Columbus First United Methodist Women have been a great supporters of fair trade products since 2005. United Methodist Women have been in partnership with Global Goods Partners, a non-for-profit social enterprise with creates market access for fair trade products handcrafted by women, artisans around the world that share. The GGP shares with the United Methodist Women commitment to advancing economic equity for women and supporting trade relationships that respect producers' rights to receive fair living wages and to work in safe, healthy environments. This partnership makes it easy for the United Methodist Women members to shop their values and support our organization at the same time. The GGP is dedicated to alleviating poverty and promoting social justice. Its overriding aim is to build sustainable enterprises in marginalized communities in the global South, enabling increasing numbers of women to join global economy and earn fair living wages. Working in partnership with more than 40 women-led producer groups throughout Asia, Africa, and the Americas, GGP provides technical support. So the basket there, folks, as Catherine shows you, a lot of good items in there, handcrafted ceramic measuring cups in there and more, folks. So all right there on the basket of fair trade goods there, folks, and right there, and 120 now 30, $130, and 120's bid, 130 to buy, $130 bid 130, $130 bid 130, $130 bid 130, $130, $130, and $130 130, 120's bid 130 to buy, $130 bid 130, $130, $120 now 5, $125. 125, $125, $125 bid 125, $125 bid 125, $125, $125, $125, $125, $125, $180, now 90. $190 bid 190, $190 on the basket of fair trade goods, $190, 180's bid, 190 to buy, $190 bid 190, 190, 180's bid, $190, $190 bid 190, $190 bid 190, cutting board and more there, and $180, $190, $190 bid 190, 185 before we go, $185, $185 before we go, folks, $180, $185, $185 bid 185, $185, $185 bid 185, $185, sold it. $180. All right, folks, we have item number 11. It would be a purchase of another tablet. Donations, as Catherine explained earlier there, for Epworth Village. So all funds help go towards the purchase of the 12 tablets, folks. So please bid generously here and right there. So it'd be item number 11. It'd be the support for Epworth Village and towards the purchase of a tablet there, folks. And 25 and $35 bid 40 and $40 5 and $40 bid 5 and $45 bid 45 $45 and $45 bid 45 $40 5 5 $45 50 and $50 bid 45 50 and $45 $50 and $45 $50 45 50 and $50 bid 45 $50 $50 50 and $50 bid 45 $50 and $45 50 and $45 $50 bid 45 50 $45 $50 and $45 now $50 and $45 50 $50. All proceeds going towards the purchase of the tablets. $45, $50, and $50 5, and $55, and $55 bid 55, $55, $60, and $60, $55, heading in $55, $60, and 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 $55, $60, $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $55, $60, and $55 bid 60, $60 bid 55, $60, $55, $60, $55, $60, 55, 65, and 65 bid 65, 65, and 65 bid 65, 65, and 65 bid 65, 65 bid 65. All in, all done, $65, and $60 bid 65 to buy, $65, and $65 bid 65, 65 bid 65, 65. Sold at $60.
got to meet a few more people there, and a great ministry there. If anything, during the COVID's taught us about how important childcare is for working families, families just trying to eke by, and when you don't have childcare and you can't get to work, it makes it even more difficult. And through these times, it's through great efforts, we've been able to do our very best in this time as well. But it's a critical need, and research is beginning to show that the most critical time in a person's life, or who they turn out to be, is their early childhood, so that they have a good start in life is vitally important. So we're proud of our ministry at the Little Jewels Child Care and the people that make it so special in such a difficult time. So thank you all for that as well. All right, time to, I think, sell some more things. Clint, you got those vocal cords rested up just enough to ready to go again? All right, again, invite your friends to be a part of this. Some great deals going on, and of course, a great cause. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Pastor Tony. And all right, folks, we'll start on item 12 there. This would be 2 tickets to a UNL men's basketball Big Ten Conference game. These tickets to a UNL men's basketball Big Ten Conference game will be available to use when the Huskers have a season open to fans. So your time awaits to go to a game, but it'd be 2 tickets. These tickets are located on top of the bottom bowl, mid-court, in the Pinnacle Bank Arena there, folks. So 2 of your Nebraska Husker men's basketball tickets there, folks, and it'll be when the season opens, you'll have availability of these tickets. So, all right, item number 12 there. So 2 tickets, men's UNL basketball, and right there, and $30 40, and $30 40, $40 40. 2 tickets to the basketball game, and $40, and $30 40, $40 40, $40 40, $40, and $30, $40, and $30 40, $40, and $30 40, $40 40, $40 40, $40 40, and $40, and $40 40, $40 40, $40 40, $40, 35, and 35 40, and $40 40, $40 40, and $40, and $40 40, $40 40, 35 40, and $35 40, $40 35 40, and $35 $40 40, $40 35 40, and $35 $40, and $40 40, $40 40, $40 40, $40, and $35 40, $40 $40 40 40. There'll be 2 tickets available, folks, when there's assurance of a season. So, and $40 5, and $45 45, $45 45, $45, and $45 45, $45, and $45 45, $45, and $45 45. 2 tickets, $45 45, $40 45, $45, and $45 45, $45. And $45 45, $45 45, $45 45. All in, all done, $45, $45, $45. Sold it, $40. All right there, folks. It'd be item number 13. It'd be Escape the City and Stay in the Country, 2 nights. Amanda Dickinson, Living Doors Real Estate donates this, folks. It's Escape the City for into the country for 2 nights, 11 guests, 3 bedrooms, 6 beds. Escape the city and enjoy some peace and quiet in the country. Great place to unplug with your family and friends. Enjoy the lake. This place is a mile away from Branched Oak Lake, Raymond, Nebraska, and Malcolm, Nebraska area, close to Lincoln. Full kitchen space to use during your stay. Bring food to grill outside and beverages and chairs to enjoy around the campfire. This suite does not have Wi-Fi. We want you to enjoy an unplugged getaway, but you can hook up your mobile data hotspot or your smart TV if so desired. If you win the auction item, see your certificate on how to book your stay. You will not book through Airbnb there, folks. So please, if you do win this item, please look at your certificate for further instructions to book your 2 nights with 11 guests in a beautiful place right outside of Lincoln, Nebraska there, folks. So All right there on your little getaway right outside of Lincoln there, folks. $100 and $10, $110, $110 bid 110, $110 bid 110, $110, $110 bid 110, $110 bid 110, $110 bid 110, 110, $110 bid 110. $110 bid 110, 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 $110, $110 two-night getaway there, folks. And 10 and 20, $120, $110, $120 bid 120, $120, $120 bid 110, 20 now, $30, $130 bid 130, $130 bid 130, $130 bid 130. 11 guests, folks. Not that much per person. $120, $30, $140, $140 bid 140, $140 bid 140, $140, $140, $50, $150 bid 150, $150 bid 150, $150, $150 bid 150, $150, $150 bid 150, $150, $150 bid 150, $150 bid 150, $150, $150 bid 150, $150 bid 150. On an unplugged getaway there, folks. $150, $60, $150 bid 60, $160, $150, $60, $160, $160 bid 160, $160 70, $170 bid 170, $170, $170 bid 170, $170, $170 bid 170, $170 bid 170, $170, $170 bid 170, $170, $160's bid, $170 to buy. $160, $170, $160 bid 165. Before we go, $170, $175, $175, $175, $175, $175, $80, $185, $185, $185, $185, $185 bid 185, $185, $185, $185 bid 185, $185 bid 185. 90, 190, $190 bid 190, $190 bid 190. Now 5. 195, folks. 195 bid 195. 195 bid 195. 195 now 200 and 200 bid 2. 200 bid 2. 200 bid 2. 2 and 205 and 205 bid 2. 5. 205. 205 and 205 bid 205. 205 and $205 and $205 bid 205. 11 guests, folks. Unplugged getaway right outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. 205. Before I go, $205 bid 25, 205 and $205 and $205 bid 205. $205 bid 205 bid 205. 205. $205 bid 205. Sold at $200. All right there, folks. Item number 14, we have another opportunity to purchase a tablet for Epworth Village and support the program's employees of Epworth Village there, folks. All donations and money towards this helps go towards 12 tablets at approximately $250 a tablet. So bid generously here, folks, and right there, purchase tablet for Epworth Village, and right there, and $25, $35, and $25 bid 35, $35, and $25 bid 35, $35 bid 35, $35, and $35 bid 35, $35 bid 35, $35, and $35 bid 35, $35, $45, and $45 bid 45, $45, and $35 now $45, $45, and $45 bid 45, $35, $45. $35, $45, $45, and $35, $45, $45, $35, $45, and $35, $40, can't raise it, $35, $45, and $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, donation towards tablets for Epworth Village here, folks, $25, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, and $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $25, $30, and $25, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, and $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, $25, $30, $30, $30. Once again, folks, they're donations towards technical difficulties. bid? We're on item number 14. 14, yep. All right. There we go. 45 and 55 and 45 out of 55. We're on item number 14, folks. It's tablet donations for the Epworth Village families and employees to use in training and other things there, folks. So lot number 14, $50, $60 and $50 bid 60 and $60 bid 60, put them in 60, $70 and $60, 70, $70 bid 60, 70 and $60 bid 70, $70 bid 60, 70 and $60 bid 70, $70 bid 70, $70 bid 70 and $60, $70 and $60, $70 bid 60, 70, 80, $80 bid 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 $80. 75 before we go, folks. $75 and $75 bid 75, $75 and $75 and $75 bid 75, 75, $70 bid, 75 to buy and $75 bid 75, $75 and $75 bid 75, 75. $75 and $75 bid 75, $75 bid 75, $75 sold it, $70. All right. Could we get a few girls come up here and we'll stretch this quilt out and show everybody item number 15, 1976 hand quilted quilt by Marcia Rolfson. And a beautiful one there. Watch out for the bench. $1976. It was hand quilted and a beautiful quilt there. Red, white, and blue, folks. And a nice quilt there. On the hand quilted quilt there, folks. All right there. And 60 and 70 and $60 bid 70 and $70 bid 70, $70 and $60 bid 70, $70 bid 70, 1976 handcrafted quilt there and 60, $70 and $60 bid 70, $70 and $60 bid 70, $70 and $60, $70 and $60, 70, 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 and $70, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, $80. Beautiful quilt here, folks. Red, white, and blue. And right there. $80 bid 80, $80 bid 80, 90, and $90 bid 90, $90 bid 90, $90 bid 90, $90 and $80 bid, $90 by 90 now 100, and $100 bid 100, $100 bid 100, $100 and $100 bid 100, $100 bid 100, $100 bid 100, 20, 120, 30, 130, $130 bid 130, $130 bid 130, $130 40, and $140 bid 140, $140, $140 bid 140, $140 bid $130 bid, 140 to buy, $140 bid 140, now 50, 60, $160 bid 150, now 60, $150, $60, $150 now 60, $150, 60, 70, $170 bid 170, $170 bid 170, $160 bid 170 to buy, $170 bid 170, $170 bid 170, 80, $80 bid 90, and 190, $190, $190 bid 190, $190, $190, 190 now 200, and $200, folks. And $200 bid 2, $200 bid 2, $200 bid 2, and $225, $225, $35, and $235 bid 235, $235, $45, and $245 bid 245, and $245 bid 235 bid 245 to buy, and $245 bid 245, 55, 65, 75, and $275 bid 275. And 85, and $285 bid 285, and $285, folks. Red, white, and blue, a 1976 quilt, and 275's bid 285 to buy, and $285 bid 285. And $285, and $285, 325, 335, and $335 bid 335. And $335 bid 325's bid 335 to buy, and $335 bid 335. 335, 45, $345 bid 345, and $345 bid 345, $345 bid 345, and $345 bid 345, 350, 355 and 350 find out about 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 355 355 60 and 360 dollar bit 60 360 60 dollar and 360 and 360 dollar bit 360 and 360 dollar bit 360 and 360 dollar bit 360 400 and 425 and 420 find out a bid 425 425 400's bid 425 to buy and 420 find out a bid 425 and 420 find out a bid 425 420 find out a bid 425 and 420 find out a bid 425 420 find out a bid 425 and 420 find out a bid 425 a red, white, and blue handcrafted quilt, 1976, and 425, 410, one more time, before we go, and 410, dollar bid 410, 410, thanks for all the bids, and 410, dollar bid 410, 410, before we go, and 410, dollar bid 410, 410, dollar bid 410, 410, sold it, $400. Thank you, folks. All right, folks, we'll let Pastor Tony say a few more words, and then we will have our last 4 items, folks. We're winding down there, so.
How to get a hold and how to help and be a part of the foster care focus here. We have 3 foci at Epworth, the foster care program, the in-home services, and the child care program. Those things are woven together with a ministry that's in lockstep with United Methodist Women. If you don't know much about the United Methodist Women, they are one of the truly great mission organizations in the world, the largest women's mission organization in the world, doing great things for many, many years, and they are a vital part of Epworth and will continue to be in our future. I don't know there, I'm looking at Catherine, she's got lots of gifts. I'm gonna have to add her and Katie to hand models there. Margaret, what do you think? I don't know, was that in their resume at all? I didn't notice that as well. So many gifts, they have special gifts, and thank you. I'm pretty sure it sold it when you wrapped up in that quilt there, Catherine. So thank you all for that, and thank you for your bids on all of your donations. We are right at the 15,000 mark toward our $25,000 goal. So good news is we only need one check, just 10,000, Stacy, I think, you know. All right there. If you need help writing that out, let me know, okay? I'll be glad to do that for you, my friends. All right, we've got one more round of auction items to go, and then a word from, I'm going to call Margaret Donovan, our director, and Mary Plock up just to say a word about what's on their heart tonight toward last word. So yeah, Mary, you're on the spot there too. All right, my friends. Are you ready, Clint? Ready to go here. We got 4 more items as well, so time to get in your best bid.
All right, folks, please, the last 4 items of the night here at the live auction. And yes, so we'll start right off with item number 16. It's a purchase of money to go towards the purchase of the tablets there, folks. We've had a lot of them throughout the night here, but goes towards the purchase of the 12 tablets, approximately $250 a piece there. And the Epworth Village Foundation has pledged $3,000 towards this. So your donation is kindly accepted to go forth for the employees and the families that can benefit from these pads here, folks. So item 16, purchase of a tablet from Epworth Village, and right there, $45, $55, and $55, $55, and $65, and $55, 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 now $65, and $55, $65, and $55, $65, now $75, and $75, $85, and $75, now $85, and $75, now $85, $85, $85, the last tablet of the night here, folks, and $75, $85, now $95 and $100, $105, $105, $105, $95, $105, $105, $105, $105, $110, $110, $115, $115, now $25, $125, $125, $125, $125, $125, $125, last tablet of the night, $125, $125, $35, $135, $135, $135, $135, hit it one more time, $135, $45, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $145, $55, $155. Last tablet of the night, folks, $155, $155, $155. $155, $155, $155, $155, $150 before we go. $150, $150, $145 bid, $150 before we go, folks. $150, $150, $150, $150, $150, $145, $150, $145, $50, $150. $145, $50, $145 now, $50, $150, $150, $145, $50. Sold it, $145. All right, folks, we'll go to item number 17. It'd be 2 football tickets to the UNL Big Ten Conference game. Although fans are not allowed yet in the stands to watch the UNL Husker football games, these tickets will be good for when they are. These tickets are located in the south end of the zone, about 30 rows up from the center up to the uprights. and will be good for a Big Ten conference game. Be ready to cheer on the Huskers in person when they have a season open back up for our fans. Go Big Red, folks. Go Big Red. All right there. So 2 football tickets when open back up, folks, and right there. So you'll get the tickets when time is due. So $100, now $25, $125, $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, $150, $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, and $125, $50, $125, $50. Cheer on the Huskers here. $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, $125, $50, $150, now $75, $175, $175, $175, $60, $160, now $70, $160, $170, $170, $160, $70, $160, $170, $160, $70, and $160, now $70, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $170, $160, $170. 2 tickets to a football game when the stands open back up, folks. $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $70, $160, $170, $160, $170, $170, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $160, $170, $165 before we go. $165, $165, $165, $165, $165, $165, $165, $165, $165, $165, $165. Sold it, $160. All right there, custom cup creation. And right there, work with her name again, Stacy. The custom cup creation by Maisha. Sorry about that. Custom cup creation by Maisha. Work with Maisha to have her create one homemade custom high quality tumbler. Images are shown to show you the possibilities. Can be mailed anywhere in the U.S. for $10 or international varies. So custom tumbler built there, folks, by Maisha there. And thank you for donating that as well. Hometown Creations by Maisha there too. And right there on the item number 18 there, folks. Build your custom homemade high quality tumbler there, folks. $20 and $30 and $20 but $30 and $20 but $30, $30 but $20, $30 and $20 but $30 and $20 but $30, $30 but $30, $30 but $20, $30 and $20 and $30 and $20 but $30, $30 but $30, $30 and $20. Now $30 and $30 but $30, $30 but $30. Now $30, $40 and $40 but $30, $40 and $40 but $40, $40 but $40, $40 but $40, $40 and $30. Bid $40 to buy and $40 but $40, $40 but $40. Custom built tumbler here, $40 and $40 but $40, $40 but $40, $40 but $40, $40 and $40 but $40 and $40 but $40, $40, $35 before we go, folks. And $35 but $35, $35 and $35 but $35. $35, $40 now $5 and $45 but $45, $45 and $40 but $5, $45, $45 and $45 and $45 but $45, $45 and $45 but $45, $45 and $45 but $45. Custom cup there, folks, tumbler and more. $45 but $45, $45 but $45 and $45 but $45, $45 and $45 but $45, $45 but $45. All in, all done, $45 but $45. Sold it, $40. All right, folks, we have our last item of the night on the live auction here, folks. It's your handcrafted indoor-outdoor wooden slab bench there. This is a live edge birch wood. It's 7.5 feet long. It is for indoor or outdoor use. The bench was handcrafted by David Hauser of Raymond. It's donated by David Hauser himself and Lee's Lawn Service. And We got Vanna White and Vanna White coming up to show you a little, folks. So a beautiful 7.5-foot birch wood slabbed bench there, folks, and a good piece there. So out right there on the neat handcrafted bench there, $50 and $75 and $50, $75 and $50 but $75, $50, $75 and $50, $75 and $50 but $75, $50, $75, $75 and $50, $75 and $50 but $75, $75 and $50 but $75, $75, $60 and $60 but $60, $60 but $60, $60 and $60 but $60, $60 but $60 handcrafted 7.5-foot 75 and $85, $85 but $85, $75, $85, you all right? $85, $85, $75, $85 and $75 now, $85. 7.5 feet long there, folks, and a good indoor-outdoor bench. Your preference there, folks. A nice bench there. And say 85 now, 95, and 95 out of 95, 95, 95 out of 85, 90 dollar 5, 95, 95, 85's bid, 95 to buy, 85 now, 95, folks. 85, 95, 85 and 95, 95 now 105, 105 that have been 105, 105, 105 dollar, 105 that have been 105, $105, 105 that have been 105. $105, $105 that'd have been $105, $105 now 15, $115, $115 on a good wooden bench, $115, $115 that'd have been 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 $115. $115, $115, $115 that'd be $115, $115, $110 before we go, $115, $20. $120, $120, $115 now $20, $120 to buy, $120 that'd be $120 now $5, $125, $35, $130, $130, $130 that'd be $130, $130, $130 that'd be $130, $130 that'd be $130, $125's bid, $130 to buy, $130 that'd be $130, $130. Looking good. $130, $125, $130, $125, $30, $130. Now 5. $135, $135 that'd have been $135, $125, $130, $135, $135 that'd have been $135, $135 that'd have been $135, $135 that'd have been $135, $40, $140 that'd have been $140, $140, $145, $145 that'd have been $145, $145. Last item of the night on the live auction here, folks. 140, 145, 50, 150 dollar, 145, 50, 150, 150 dollar, 150, 145, 50. The last item of the night, folks, 145, 50, 150 dollar, 150. Now $555, 155 dollar, 155, 155 dollar, 155, 60, 160, 160 dollar, 160, 160 dollar, 160, 160, 160 dollar, 160 dollar, 160, 160 dollar, 160, 160. Now 5, 165, 165 that'd have been 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 160, 165, 165, 165 that'd have been 165, 165 that'd have been 165. All in, all done, 165, 165 that'd have been 165. 165, that'd have been 165, 70, 170, 170, that'd have been 170, 170, that'd have been 170, 170, that'd have been 170, 15, 175, 175, 175, 175, that'd have been 175, 175, that'd have been 175, 175, that'd have been 175, 175, 175, 175, that'd have been 170, 15, 175, that'd have been 175, all in, all done, 175. 175, 175, that'd have been 175. All in, all done, 175, that'd have been 175. Sold it, $170 there, folks. And that concludes the live auction there, folks. So I thank Jan, thank Stacy, Pastor Tony, and Casey for helping out here, and the girls for showing stuff off. So I'll let Pastor Tony take it over here, and I appreciate you guys having us here.
Thank you, Clint. Thank you so much, Clint and Casey, and all that made this night special. I know it was not ideal, but in circumstances that are not ideal, we have people who still are committed to the ministry of Epworth. Before we go, I want to introduce you to a couple people that that you have not seen yet, maybe if you've been down to the Epworth office or you called, you have dealt with one of these women here. So this is our director, Margaret Donovan, and this is Mary Plock, who many of you have already been dealing with and talking to, and both of them. So I asked them to come here and to just share a word. Tell us what you love best about Epworth and in your part in it. Mary, maybe you go first and give Margaret the last word here.
Okay, yay, haha, I don't get the last word. That's kind of tough, but there's a lot of good things that happen at Epworth, and it's great to be able to see those things happen and to see what's going on in our programs, and knowing that the work that we're doing is not just for an individual, it's for the whole family. And to hear some of the stories, even when people call in and they're looking for some history of a relative that used to live there, it's just neat to hear them talk and share their stories about what Epworth meant to them or their relative, and how important it is for us to continue doing that work, and how that has just this impact that crosses over generations. And it's just a good feeling to know that it's not about us, it's about doing God's work. And it's just something that we're just happy we can go out and do every day, and just hope that every life we can touch has a special impact on the next generation.
Well, thank you all for participating, for all of our supporters, Jan and Stacy and Mary. This would not have happened if it weren't for them. Stacy really had to do a lot in figuring out the technology and had to spend a lot of time on that. So thank you, Stacy, and thanks for everybody that has been bidding tonight. And I know a lot of you just support us all year round, and we appreciate that. And I know that you're giving us extra support tonight. I will tell you one thing about our programs and about Epworth is that our staff are very committed. They are mission driven, and it truly is one of the things that Epworth Village does. Our staff, we serve in God's love, and that means that we don't judge. We're there to serve the families, and we've served a lot of families that are struggling, and a lot of hurting families, a lot of families that are suffering from economic hardships. We serve a lot of low-income families, and it's your support that helps make that possible. And I will tell you, as Mary said, it is just so powerful to see the work that our staff do, and to see that the change that they are able to bring to families. And as Mary also said, she's talking about generations to come, because we get to get the feedback. We get people that let us know what our staff did for them, and caseworkers from the state that let us know the work and the impact that our staff are having on the families they serve. And when Mary's talking about generations, it's generations to come. We will always be evolving to meet the needs of families, children, women, whatever that is in the future. But right now, the services that we are providing are going to have a long-term impact, because when the family is able to make that change that's necessary because of the support and the skill of our staff and everything that our staff taught the family, worked with the family on, the advocacy that they provided for that family, when that family is able to make that change, those children, they're carrying that change for the rest of their life. And when they become parents, then they're good parents. Because all the parents that we serve, their intention is not to be bad parents, and we don't want anybody to ever think that. A lot of times the parents, they're doing what they know. And our job is to really better us that up so that they can pass that on to their children will pass it on to their children, so that we do truly have long-term impact. So thank you all so much for bidding, and family bidding against family. That I'm pretty sure that was happening. I'm not sure, but we appreciate that. No, my family. I can see that they apparently thought I had nothing to do tonight but look at their text at the end. I saw, it's a good thing I turned my phone off. I was getting all these texts. But I appreciate everybody and everybody that got on to bid tonight. So thank you so much. And thank you for your support, all of our sponsor support. We really do appreciate it. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Mary. And thank you all that, for all that you donated and gave. And if you're wondering, if you didn't get something that you wanted or you wanted to give more, of course, we'll take that. The site's going to stay open through Monday. Is that right, Stacy? Yeah, so if you want to donate, there's a donate tab right there that you can do that. And of course, you could always send a check in if you want. If you're like me, every once in a while you look outside and you see your neighbors, and every block has that family that struggles. And there's brokenness in the family, and they're up against a lot, and maybe you think somebody ought to do something. Well, Epworth does something. And if you're a part of what Epworth's doing, you're doing something as well. I always feel good about the work of Epworth. I don't always feel good about every single thing that the church is involved in, but always know that we're doing good at Epworth. We're doing what needs to be done for those that need it most, and that feels good. And it feels good tonight to be a part of this, and thank you all for your part in it. I send you off in the name of Christ Jesus, that you be at peace, remember who you are, you follow in the way of Christ, to love as he loved, to do as he commanded. Love one another as I have loved you. Thank you, my friends, and blessings to you in the name of Christ and the work and the mission of our friends at Epworth. Go in peace, be at peace. Amen. All right. Thank you all. Bless you.